and all of that. So my very, very first introduction, I was very, very young, and basically this guy picks me up from my college campus. I met him online. This was when that site was still good. He takes me to TGI Fridays, and in the car, he looks at me like, you know how dudes be doing, but it's uncomfortable because he's older. He's 50. So boom, he's like, you're very attractive. You remind me of my granddaughter. And then I became super, super uncomfortable. That was my last day in the game. Now, keep in mind, all we was doing was just meeting each other, having lunch, and I couldn't handle it. I was like, he said that. It made me feel weird. Fast forward, I'm in a different college, and at this new college, I needed more money, okay? So, boom, I'm back on that site when it was still popular. It's not anymore. It's trash now. But anyway, so boom, this dude from Europe, basically, he calls me like an Uber from my house in Boca all the way down to Aventura. And so, boom, yeah, I get on his yacht, and I got money, okay? I was so happy because, it was just weird. We're supposed to get food, but the restaurant was closed, so I just got on the yacht. I was there for about, 15, 20 minutes, and it wasn't, I don't know why, I was very, very trusting. It was very dangerous. I have no clue why I did that. And then he's like, well, if you want to go home, you can go home. I'll give you some more money. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. But I'm trying to play it off yeah, I'm used to this, but I wasn't. So he sends me an Uber home. Now, through all of this, I'm just now learning how to dance. And I'm also trying to balance being in school. It was very, very difficult. I really wasn't making too much money at the club, but I was getting hired everywhere. I was a house girl at the King of Diamonds. But if you don't know what you're doing, you're going to get ate up, of course. You feel me? These other people got so much experience. They know the game. They're talented. Being pretty is not enough. So then I went through some hardships because my parents are like, you got to come home. We can't afford this. And I'm like, no. So I had to hurry up and get an apartment. I bought an apartment, never even toured it. I just bought it and moved in. So I didn't even have the money to go pay for the Ubers. Then the time where everything got, shut down for people having the closed down the clubs, and there was literally nothing else to do. So I'm doing music videos at the time. So anytime that there's a rapper, I'm coming around, or luckily there's a lot of football players around, so they were helping take care of me at the time. Then I seen that a lot of it, they want something in return for real. So I'm just like, you know what? I might as well just do this. Why would I hang out with these boring, broke people, and I could be hanging out with these ballers, having fun, and getting paid? Duh.
Yes, man. I don't know about you, but I'm always interested in what made you start doing this? Why do you do this? And that's one of the reasons why I started my YouTube channel, where I'm interviewing people that's living on the dark side of life. I'm very intrigued by dark people, or people who's living on the dark side of life. I'm not that intrigued to where I want to become or live their lifestyle. No, I will live your lifestyle vicariously through y'all. But I am so intrigued by their lifestyle to where, anytime I encounter them, either if it's on my work life, far as my interviewing thing professionally, or if I run across them in my personal life, it could be professional life or personal life, I always ask them that same question, what made you start doing this? What you doing this for? What's the reason? And the stories are always interesting. They're always different. Everybody has a different story. The most common answer you would get, I'm going to tell y'all now, is basically because they don't want to talk about it. They would say, money. No. That's why I love my main YouTube channel, because I get to do a deep dive into why you're doing this. And you're not about to give me a one-word answer. Money duh, that's like the obvious. But there's something deeper going on other than money of why you're doing it and what made you start doing it and how was your first experience. Do you remember your first time? Blah 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 blah. So so she basically gave us her first time, her first experience, and what made her start doing this for the first time. If you are intrigued by these types of stories, like I am, I'm going to ask y'all to please go to my main channel, No Judge Zone, New Orleans Street Interviews. It's a soft white underbelly type of channel where I interview all walks of people or all types of people on all walks of life who's living on the dark side. But I've gotten to the point to where I'm also doing uh, rappers and singers and dancers and stuff like that. And the only reason why I started interviewing regular people is because my content can get so dark sometimes, it can get so heavy sometimes, until I wanted to lighten the load and not make it so heavy. I wanted my channel to stand out from the rest of the channels that do what I do. So I know it can get a little heavy, so I just wanted to lighten it up, lighten the mood up, put some light in the midst of the darkness. And that's it. That's why I started interviewing regular people as well. So if you want to see pimps get interviewed, prostitutes, homeless, drug addicts, formerly incarcerated people, murderers, carjackers, just people who's lived this dark street lifestyle, please tune in to No Judge Zone, New Orleans Street Interviews. No Judge Zone, New Orleans Street Interviews. And I'm going to see you on the other side. This is my second channel, just trying something new. I like the reaction channel thing, but I wanted to react to a certain different type of content because I'm super intrigued by the women in this lifestyle. So I wanted to start just a reaction channel. But my main thing, my main channel, my main bread and butter, my main passion is No Judge Zone, New Orleans Street Interviews, doing these street interviews and getting these people's story. So this channel is kind of lighten the mood. Again, like I say, I like to put some light in the midst of the darkness so it won't be so heavy. So that's all this channel is about, just putting some light in the midst of the darkness. But this is No Judge Zone. Lord have mercy. Well, people do call me that too, Mr. No Judge Zone. What's up, No Judge Zone? They call me by my channel name, and that's fine with me. But this is 304 Sweet Daddy. Please check out my music on all streaming platforms. And please go like, share, comment, and subscribe to my main channel as well. No Judge Zone, New Orleans Street Interviews. Let's get these stories and more stories like hers and find out why did they start doing what they do. What made them get into this lifestyle? What was your first experience like? Do you remember your first client? Do you remember your first customer? Do you remember your first trick? And so on and so on. I'm not going to do all my questions because I have some great questions. I'm not going to do all my questions on this platform. This is not the platform for this. But this is only a promotion to go to my main channel, New Orleans Street Interviews, and I'll see you over there. She told her stories. Let's get some more 304s to tell their stories, okay? And let's go. Oh no, homeless, drug addicts, everything, addicted, gangsters, thugs. Let's get their stories. Go to No Judge Zone, New Orleans Street Interviews, y'all. And I see y'all over there. This is 304 Sweet Daddy, and I'm gone like what water.